Morning, everyone. If you live across the Charlotte area and closer to the Piedmont, most of you saw about 1 to 3 inches. Here's a look at some of the preliminary totals. Now, they were a little bit higher the further south and east you go. Cheraw picking up the most at about 3.5. We had Jefferson coming in right around 3, South Carolina. Pineville toward Mint Hill about 2.5, if not a little bit higher there. Albemarle, Gastonia just over 2. UNC Charlotte, Matthews, Belmont, and even near the Charlotte airport picking up right around 2 inches of snow too. Officially, our data actually comes from the Charlotte airport, making it the snowiest January 21st on record here in the Charlotte area. Now this morning, of course, we do have snow on the ground, but a few icy slick spots too, especially further east where there was that potential for a little bit of a glaze. Now I'll tell you that normally snow is a little bit easier to drive in, but especially if you're not used to it, the slick spots, the slushy spots, even the icy spots, you want to take that extra care before you head out the door. And really, if you don't have to leave, you probably should try to avoid that just in case. It can get very tricky trying to drive in these kind of conditions. Now, I have seen a few people asking, will we see more snow today? No. The snowfall is over for the Charlotte area. Now we just get the benefit of dealing with the cold temperatures and then that potential for a refreeze again on Sunday morning. Now, where are we right now? 21 degrees in Charlotte, the same for Concord. We have teens up toward the mountains, 16 in Jefferson, 18 in Boone this morning. And really our warmest spots right around 27 degrees there in Chester as you kick off the day. Now, of course, the wind chill going to be a big factor as we progress throughout the day even. We'll start off with wind chills in the teens. That's actually what we're picking up right now in Charlotte. And even as we see temperatures warm up into the 40s this afternoon, we're actually still going to see wind chills likely at, if not below freezing. So even though we warm up and we see sunshine, it is still going to be quite a raw day here across the Piedmont. So 40 in Charlotte, you can see 30s up toward the mountains, and really our temperatures only maxing out there in the lower 40s. Now, in terms of local impacts, at least associated with this winter storm, it's really the mornings that are expected to be the worst in terms of that potential for that refreeze. So this morning, by the middle part of the day, that potential for a refreeze is a little bit lower just because that temperature will warm up, but then we're right back at it for Sunday morning. So I just want everyone to kind of keep that in mind and be sure to stay weather aware. Now, as we progress throughout the rest of the week and heading toward next weekend, there is a potential for another winter storm here in the Carolinas. Now, I'll tell you, latest data has backed off a little bit, but kind of the reason why, the thought process with these models is that we see another really big dip in the jet stream. That's what you see here in blue. And the jet stream drives storm systems and drives weather patterns. We talk a lot here in Charlotte, especially about why we don't always get snow, when we see colder temperatures. It's because you need the additional moisture, but then you also need those cold temperatures at all levels of the atmosphere to see snow. So it would be conducive that with cold temperatures this cold, if we were to see some kind of low pressure system develop, that we could see that potential for another storm. Again, right now there's a lot of question marks, but Brad's winter weather rules, once you get towards days 7 to 10, you at least have to watch the patterns and keep an eye on that potential. Now, I'll tell you that even if we don't have another winter storm here in the Charlotte area, it is going to be cold, not just for us here in the Carolinas, but really from Texas, expanding all the way to the New England states and even Florida as we wrap up the month of January. So we have pretty much a 50-50 shot at being colder than average. No shocker, as you look at the 7-day forecast, and almost every single day except for Tuesday sees a high temperature lower than 52, which is where we should be for this time of year. Now this afternoon, that temperature is 40 degrees. Black ice and slick spots to watch out for. Tomorrow morning, as we dip once again into the 20s, a refreeze will be expected. Highs will peak right around 50 degrees Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then a weak cold front will pass by, and that'll drop our temperatures once again.